In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can book minimum 57 sales calls a week without sending a single cold DM, cold call, cold email, or without running any Facebook ads, and how you can do this for free, and how all these leads are actually inbound, actively know you, like you, and actually want to buy from you, that are all financially qualified. Now, this is a system that we use that helped us make about $24,000 in the month of April. If you want the VSL scripts, as well as a free course that will show you how to get 100,000 views on YouTube and make $100,000 in the next 6 months, I'm hosting an entirely free class next Tuesday at 7 p.m. UK time, and I'm only letting 100 people live on that class. So if you want to get all those resources, all that courses, and also that free class, click the first link down below in the description. You can register and you'll find that you'll get an invite to the school community, and I'll see you on the class on Tuesday. But without any further ado, let's just dive into the video. Okay, so I do about $20,000 a month with this system. Now, I have two price points. I've got two offers. I've got a low ticket offer, which is about $250 a month. Then I also have a higher ticket consulting coaching package. Now, this system works whoever you are, whether you're a coach, consultant, an agency owner, whether you're a video editor, a copywriter, a freelancer, whoever you are, if you're trying to book sales calls and book appointments, this system will work for you, I promise. Now, no matter who you are, you need to be helping business owners or helping everyday normal people actually solve their problems. If you're not solving problems and alleviating pain, there's no value exchange and they're not going to pay you any money. So the real question is, okay, cool, you have a service or an offer that's going to solve their problems and alleviate their pain. But the real problem is, how do you actually get this person to believe that you can actually solve their problem, so much so that they're happy to jump on a call with you and speak to you about your service? Because what actually tends to happen is you're going out and you're facilitating, or you're trying to get business out of them, and they don't even know who you are from Adam, right? They just get a random DM or a random cold email or a random cold call on a Thursday afternoon, and you're desperately trying to pitch your products and your services to them. We need it to be the other way around. We need them, okay, to look in your direction and recognize that you can actually solve their problems and alleviate their pain. And in this case, they actually come to you and you get inbound leads. Now, this is like every business owner's dream. Inbound, financially qualified leads that come through every single day with a low amount of effort. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this. Now, your problem right now is you are following old, outdated, cold marketing strategies. Okay, this is you. You are literally on your hands and knees and you're begging to get business. Whether you're sending cold DMs, cold emails, or you're doing cold calling, or you're spending money on paid ads, whatever it is, right? Now, the problem with this is, more often than not, you're getting either no response, or when you get a response, it's typically, no, we're not interested, leave us alone. And the reason why you're getting this is because it's not just you that's sending cold DMs to this prospect, right? It's thousands and thousands and thousands of other people just like you. Okay, there's millions of different agency owners out there right now, and all of you are using exactly the same softwares, whether it's Apollo.io or using the same methods like DMing prospects on Instagram, which means that if you do get someone that does want to book onto a call with you, more often than not, they're not financially qualified, they don't know who you are, they're not ready to book, they're not really ready to show up, and rarely do they ever actually buy your product. And in most cases, it just ends up being a price war of just saying, well, I found someone that can do it cheaper, and you have to lower your price. And the reason why I know that this doesn't work is because I am on the receiving end of all of these DMs, right? I get hundreds of DMs a day, hundreds of cold emails, and I also get cold calls as well. And I just reject all of them, right? These people all DM me. They're all trying to, facilitate business, and they're all trying to get work from me. And I haven't responded to a single one of them, all right? Because I just know that I don't want to work with them. So more often than not, when you're sending these messages and these DMs, it's not because your offer's bad or your product's bad or your business is bad. It's because there's about 4 million other people DMing that prospect as well. And there's nothing that separates you from the other people, right? No matter what your message is, I don't even read this. I know straight away that this is a DM, all right? I know straight away that this is a cold DM trying to sell me something. I know these are cold DMs trying to sell me something. So I don't even read the message. So it's not the content of your message. It's the system that you're using to try and book appointments, okay? This doesn't work. Avoid it like the plague. So with that being said, how do you actually get these people to actually come to you instead of you having to go to them? Well, you implement a system which I have called an inbound self-selling funnel. Okay, it's really simple. Now, the way that this inbound self-selling works is it solves this problem right here. This is you right now. You are looking pretty sad. And the reason why is because you are going out here and you're trying to solicit business off of random strangers on the internet. And the reason why this doesn't work is because more often than not, this person is having a good time, he's sat at his desk, he's doing some work, maybe his business is making some money, then randomly out of the blue, he gets a notification and it's you trying to sell him something. More often than not, right, if someone cold called you or cold emailed you or sent you a cold DM, you wouldn't want to buy their service, all right? So having the ego and the assumption that this person's going to buy your stuff just because you sent enough volume and enough outreach is a bit dumb, all right? It doesn't work. So how do you change that system? Well, what you can actually do is you can build out what we call a self-selling funnel that's going to help you basically get thousands of prospects begging to work with you, and you end up getting a system that looks a bit like this, right? Rather than you going to your prospects and hoping that they're going to pay you a little bit of money, right? You're going to get all of your prospects coming to you, paying you a lot of money, all right? And you're going to get thousands of leads every single month and hundreds of appointments onto your calendars. And ultimately, the end result is now you look happy, okay? And that's what we want. We want you to be a happy business owner. So how do you do that? How do you actually start getting thousands of prospects that know you, like you, and want to work with you? Well, what we do is we start building a personal brand. Okay, and the reason why we need to build a personal brand is because content allows us to create leverage, right? And leverage is the most important thing when it comes to business, because this is traditional marketing, okay? Let's just look at cold DMs, cold calls, cold emails, all the methods that you're using right now. This is one-to-one marketing, which basically means that you have one offer, one product that you're pitching to one person at a time, okay? You cannot get on a cold call and talk to 15 people at the same time, especially when you've only got one cold caller. So the only way to scale this system is by having a larger team, because I can only cold call one person and have one conversation at a time. And if this person is unqualified and they're not worth my time spending any time speaking to this person, but it takes me 10 minutes to work that out, I've wasted 10 minutes of my entire day speaking to an unqualified prospect that's never going to buy. Then I have to go on to the next person. Maybe it takes me 10 calls or 6 calls to actually speak to someone that's actually qualified to go ahead and book on, which means I spend an hour of my day speaking to unqualified prospects that were never going to buy from me, and only 10 minutes of my day speaking to the qualified ones. So this is a massive waste of your time. And this is how the numbers break down. We've done a lot of tests on this and we've seen what's worked and what hasn't worked. This is the time wasted right now. If you're doing cold calls, right, let's just take the number of 2,500. That will become relevant in just a second. 2,500 calls. On average, around 10% of those calls are actually going to pick up. Most of these numbers that you're cold calling are just out of service numbers that no longer exist anymore, or they're on the do not call list, and you're probably not even supposed to call these people anyway, right? But let's say 10% of people do actually pick up. On average, those people that do pick up, you're going to get some people that are just going to tell you to fuck off and put the phone down, and you're also going to have people that just yap at you for half an hour. Okay, so you're going to be spending, we've noticed, around 5 to 10 minutes on average per call that you're on. And now your end goal here is to actually book them onto a sales call. Now, most people that you speak with have been cold called 50,000 times before, or just unqualified, and you're trying to sell them on why they should attend a Zoom call with you, right? Which means you're forced to give really, really shady business tactics like crazy selling tactics, stupid offers to try and get them onto the call with you, which tends to mean that you only get about 10% of qualified people actually booking a call. Now, more often than not, they're not even that qualified, right? They're qualified versus the other 250 people that you spoke with. And more often than not, they don't really need your service. They don't know who you are. And chances are they're not even going to show up to that call anyway. They just agreed to book on a Zoom call with you just to get you off the phone. Which means, right, if you're spending 10 minutes per call and you're speaking with 250 people, you're spending 41 hours working, right? That's 5 hours a day, working non-stop for 8 hours a day just to book yourself 25 sales calls. Now, you're probably thinking that's great, right? 25 book calls. But the problem is your show up rate is probably abysmal. Maybe you're getting 30% show up rate. That's the industry standard, which means after spending 41 hours of work, you've booked yourself 7 sales calls with marginally qualified prospects. And the chances are your close rate is going to be 10%, all right? 10% close rate, especially if you're a beginner, which means that out of all of this work, a whole week's work, you're not going to sign a client. So how do we turn this around? How do we actually start booking 57 qualified sales calls every single month? Well, we do that by posting content. The reason why this works is because content allows us to create leverage, right? Say, for example, we film a YouTube video over here, okay? And this YouTube video is a 20-minute long Loom video. We post it on YouTube and it goes out into the ether and it starts getting delivered to loads of other people. What happens is we present our same offer that we present in our cold calls, but instead of just presenting that one offer to one person at a time, we let YouTube do the legwork for us. We've put that one offer, we've packaged it inside the video, that video goes off and it gets pushed out to thousands, if not tens of thousands of people every single week that all see your offer. The difference here is all of these people then decide whether or not they want to work with you. And say, for example, this guy decides he wants to work with you, he reaches out to you. Right? This person reaches out to you. So it's a completely different way of doing business. Now, just to prove that this does actually work, this is one of my videos, okay? 2,500 views, right? About 2,500 views. You can see it's an 18-minute long Loom video style format. I'm just talking about how you can start making money online by posting videos, all right? That's what I'm talking about, 2,500 views. So this video got 2,500 views. But the real question is, did any of those views actually turn into leads? Well, let's just go on to Hero. We get, for our business, anywhere between 30 to 60 leads every single day. Today is the 29th of May, okay? Don't know if you can see it on my phone. 29th of May, it's barely 4 p.m. in the afternoon. So we're not even really about halfway through the day. And so far already, we've got 33 qualified leads coming through, okay? Now, I'm not going to show you, but we collect name, phone number, and email, okay? So we have the phone numbers if we want to cold call them, and we have the emails if we want to email those prospects. We're getting around 30 to 60 leads a day. Now, we're getting the same number of impressions, right? 2,500 versus 2,500 cold calls. But the difference is this is a higher level of intent. The prospects that actually choose to watch our videos have seen it on their For You page, have actively clicked on it, and have spent a few minutes watching that video. video, versus a cold call where we've just reached out to them out of the blue. The difference here is that video is an 18-minute long video. Let's assume worst case scenario, it took me 30 minutes to film an 18-minute long video. I had to pause and just refilm the same section a few times, but let's say 30 minutes to film that video, and worst case scenario 30 minutes to edit. More often than not, I just film everything on Loom and it doesn't take me any time to edit at all. Okay, so worst case scenario, it took me an hour to reach 2,500 people that actively chose to watch my video. I didn't reach out to 2,500 people, they decided to watch my content. Let's break this down, all right? On average, my YouTube content gets around 10% of the people that watch that video actually clicking through, which means we got 250 link clicks onto our landing page, and about 25% of those link clicks actually book a call, which means now we've booked ourselves 63 sales calls. Okay, the same amount of impressions, 2,500 views versus 2,500 cold calls, but this time, rather than booking 25 calls, we've now booked more than double. We've booked 63 sales calls. But the difference is, we've not spent a whole week working and slaving away for 8 hours a day to do this. We've spent 1 hour doing this. 30 minutes to film, 30 minutes to edit, booked 63 sales calls. But the difference is, whereas up here, most of these leads and these cold calls, right, you're just going out and you're trying to just get business and solicit business of unaware prospects who don't really want to work with you. I've been able to get 2,500 people watching my content, and a select few of them have actually decided to reach out to me and book on a call to work with me, which means all of my calls are qualified. My show up rates are about 95%. They all know me, they like me, they know I can solve their problems, and they actively want to buy from me. So not only have I spent less time booking those calls, I've booked more calls that are more qualified, more financially qualified, and I can now pick and choose who I want to work with. I have an abundance of leads that come into my business every single day. Whereas over here, all right, a 10% close rate on 90% of calls showing up, we get about 55 calls actually showing up, and we can close quite easily about 5 clients a week. 5 clients a week versus no clients a week. That is the difference by posting content. And the benefits are posting content is free. Okay, cold emails, you have to pay, whether it's Instantly.ai, Apollo.io to get your leads, whatever platform you're using, you have to pay, right? $300 a month for Instantly.ai over here. If you're sending cold DMs, the chances are you're not doing it yourself, which means you're paying a VA to do it anywhere between $250 to maybe $500 a month to get a VA to go ahead and actually do the cold DMs for you. Facebook ads, you're spending anywhere between $10 to $30 a day, probably even more than that, to actually get leads to come through and book onto your calendar. This means you've got high cost, you've got low quality, you've got low quantity, no clients, and lots of effort, all right? That is the problem with doing cold outreach right now. You're spending all of your time on a system that just doesn't work. Whereas over here, when you're posting content, you can get hundreds, if not thousands of views on your videos. It takes you barely any time to do that work at all. And you can see people already ask me for pricing on my personal brand coaching, all right? So I get prospects DMing me every single day asking for coaching. Same as this guy here, right? Do you offer one-on-one coaching? These are all inbound leads that actively want to work with me just because I post videos. And because of that, we are able to generate a significant amount of revenue for the business in just a 1-day period, just by selling products to people that come through my content. And as you can see, every single day we get hundreds of leads coming through. We have an abundance of people that we can work with. So how do you do this? This is the final question. How do you actually get leads to come through and work with you? Well, it's quite simple, all right? You post content across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. If you're trying to sign clients, I recommend doing long form content, just like these ones here, and post a lot of content. You can see I've posted a video every single day, 26th, 25th, 24th, 23rd, 22nd, 21st, 20th, every single day for a week I posted a video. These got about 10,000 views between the lot of them, but at the same time as doing that, I'm also posting short form content as well. Again, you can see 25th, 24th, 23rd, 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 22nd, 22nd, 21st, 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 20th, 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 about 2 to 3 YouTube shorts a day. It's also on Instagram and TikTok. What you do is at the beginning of your video, you give a simple call to action for a free lead magnet. All right, so for example, if you want all the scripts and all this stuff that I'm showing you in here, you can click the first link down below in the description and you can get my 2 free courses when you register for my free class. Right, that is an example of a free lead magnet. When you do that, you're going to capture people's email and phone number. Now I would show you how we do that, but I don't want to just dox anyone here, but essentially you can see the leads. All right, you can see here all these leads coming from YouTube, Instagram, all right? And you can see all the gmail.com, all right? Just try not to dox anyone, but you can see what I'm talking about. Then what we do is when everyone opts in, we direct them through a VSL landing page where they opt in to a booking form and then they book onto a call, then they turn up to the sales call. So it's a simple VSL to book call funnel, really simple sales funnel. Well, that's how the funnel works, but I'm also going to give you the exact funnel and also the VSL script in just a second, so do bear with me for that one. But the way that your content is going to work is just like this, all right? Whether it's YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, you have to make sure that people actually stay on your videos and you get good retention. So you have to have a good, strong hook, especially on short form content. On your short form content, you have to promise a payoff. There has to be some visual, audio, and written hook, build the stakes of the video, deliver the promise promise at the last possible second, and keep it relevant or trending and tie it into your business. Report on a topic, don't teach on a topic. That's for short form content. For long form content, you want to take people through the awareness funnel. I've talked about this a lot in some of my other videos over here, how to make 10K a month by posting content. If you want that stuff, just go and watch some of my other videos. But essentially, in your long form content, you want to take people through the awareness funnel. But the way you do that is you highlight some form of pain they've got, you agitate that pain, you show that you can solve that problem, you present your solution, you say why your solution is better, then you give them a call to action to get that solution, right? To get the implementation, right? Then you run them through this funnel. And you can see that I've done that today in this video, right? I have highlighted the problem. I've painted the dream outcome, which is what you want to get. I've highlighted the problem that you have right now and showcasing that you aren't getting any business. And then I've presented my new claim, which is this can work. Then what I've done is I've backed that claim up with proof, and I've shown you the data and the numbers that back it up behind it. And then I've also just reaffirmed that belief, and now I'm teaching you how to get the solution. And then the next step is down here, which is how do you actually build out the funnel? This is the final solution, okay? That sounds bad, the final solution, but you get my point, all right? So the way that the funnel works is it's really simple. You direct your traffic, you're going to send them through a simple opt-in form, okay? So you can get their name, you're going to get their phone number, then you're going to get their email, then you're going to send them to a simple VSL funnel. Once they get onto the VSL funnel, you're going to have a whole load of different testimonials and screenshots that can just show proof of what you can do. But the thing is, right, when you're posting YouTube content, all right, by virtue of posting content, I tell people that I can help them start their personal brands and make 20K per month with micro-influence. That's my big claim, right? My content backs that up. I'm showing how much money I'm making with a very small subscriber base in all my videos, right? How I plan to make 50K a month with 1,000 subscribers, how I made $650 yesterday with 1,500 subscribers. So I'm backing up my claim with proof, right? Live. And then I'm also showing proof as well. So you don't necessarily need loads of testimonials and case studies because your content actually just shows that and proves that you can help them, right? But then you have a VSL. Now your VSL is designed to basically sell your service and your offer. And you have to have a really good offer as well. So for example, we'll guarantee you can sign 10 clients in the next 30 days from your personal brand when we work one-on-one, or you get your money back, right? That's an example of a good offer, right? And I talk about offers in other videos as well. Then once they decide that, they're going to go ahead and click on book on a call. One-on-one coaching is not free. We actually have a qualification on our calendar that says our coaching is about $1,000 a month. It's a minimum of a 4-figure investment. Are you going to be able to afford this? If not, don't bother booking, kind of thing. So we have a pre-qualification. Then they just book on a call, and then we take them to a call confirmation page where we give them a little bit of a video saying your call has now been confirmed. This is what to expect from the call. Make sure you show up. Make sure you don't waste our time, all that kind of stuff. And this is not going to be a free coaching call. This is actually to see whether or not you can work inside our coaching program. And then we go ahead and we collect on our $1,000 a month offer. That's simply how we run this funnel. And just by doing that, we can post one YouTube video that can go on and get 63 book calls. 55 people actually show up and are actually qualified, of which 5 people actually sign and come on as clients, right? Just from one video. Now, it all stems from the content. You cannot just start posting content and be like, oh, this is going to work. You actually have to make sure your videos are good quality, that actually there's a chain of beliefs you have to take people through, and then you also have to have the right funnel. But this is a really simple VSL script that you can follow. Now, I recommend starting, trying to write your own one if you can, but if you need a script and a template, follow this one. Now, if you want to get this VSL script for free, go ahead and register for my free class, which is next Tuesday, 7 p.m, or this Tuesday, whenever you're watching this video, 7 p.m. UK time, and I'll show you how to make $20,000 per month with a small personal brand. So if you want this VSL script and you want to come along to that free class, just click the first link down below in the description and register, and I'll send it across to your email. But with that being said, right, if you're watching this video, you are a niche business owner with qualifying factor, right? So you are a fitness coach making $5,000 per month, but you're sick and tired of this pain point, and this pain point, right? So if you're watching this right now, you are an agency owner making $5,000 per month. You're sick and tired of sending cold emails, cold DMs, and cold calls. No one's booking onto your calendar. You're not making any money. You've bought loads of courses, and for some reason, nothing's working out for you. Constantly agitate that pain point. Make them really, really feel it. Cement them in that pain, right? So you're constantly waking up every single morning. Loads of these people are flashing big numbers, but no matter what you do, you seem to stay broke. And you insert your business offer, right? We're going to guarantee you 10 clients in the next 30 days, or you get your money back. Our product name, so you have to have a USP, right? What is different about your product? Leverages, this is our one-sentence service delivery. This system helps your niche reach this desired outcome without this pain point. We've used this to generate these testimonial results, as well as hundreds of other brands that we've worked with, just like yours. We are the only company offering whatever your USP is. that is like this on the market right now. And if you want this risk-free, book on a call, right? So if you want this script, either just screenshot this and use this, or like I say, just register for the free class and you'll get that sent across to your email anyway. And it's also inside the free course and the free community that you get access to. That's really it, guys. If you do that and you do this properly and you actually post a good enough amount of content, you're going to get hundreds of leads coming into your business. And you can see how easily this works, right? 33 leads coming in just in the last few hours for our business. And that's from one video that I posted yesterday. On average, when we get around 33 leads, we get about 8 book calls a day. So about 25% of those people actually go through and actually book on a call. Okay, so you can see how effective this system is going to be. So I recommend building a personal brand and posting content. And if you have any questions, ask them down below in the comments. And if anybody wants to turn to the free class, remember there's only 100 spots. I only let 100 people on. But if you want to come, the link is down below in the description. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, do let me know in the comments and join the free community, go through the free course. And I want to see how well you guys do. And I'll see you guys in the next video.